Come on down. You're the next contestant on Price is Right Wrestling. And next week is the Great American Bash, a tradition that used to actually mean something years and years ago. But they're gearing up to make this a really, really grand event. So in preparation for that, they took a notepad like this, wrote a couple ideas down, such as, hey, guys and girls, have matches that nobody really fucking cares about. We'll do dodgy finishes and finishes that come out of fucking nowhere. We'll have people fighting for no fucking reason. And also, we'll have people talking really stagey ways, and we'll present this to the USA Network, and they'll be happy with the meager ratings that this once proud brand is drawing on their television channel. My fucking goddamn goodness, what happened to this once proud wrestling brand? Jesus. I'm John Rectum with my review of WWE NXT 2.0. I understand that it is developmental and you're going to have people going through growing pains, not to be confused with that terrible sitcom. And there's going to be issues, and people are going to try, and then certain things are going to have to be shuffled around like we're shuffling goddamn cards. It's going to be knocked and down all around. Come on, defense work. No, I didn't even get the line from Ring of Honor right. I don't really fucking care. They're back live after 2 weeks of tape shows while they were out on tour around Florida, drawing people in fucking broom closets from the looks of it. My fucking goodness, they were barely drawing any fans. But nevertheless, hopefully the tour was fun for everybody, because they're back here in the CWC with the weird people and the kaleidoscopic bullshit and the rainbow throw-up, and Carter and Chance have fire extinguishers. I don't know why. Cora and Perez, which sounds like some kind of weird CW cop show, taking on Carter and Chance. It's the #1 contenders match. And also we get to see Toxic Attraction's box on display. And JC was dancing in the box for no goddamn reason, but JC Jane is fucking awesome and just steals the show every goddamn time. This match had way too many C's and not enough seasoning, as in the letter C. That is what I'm saying, because we had Cora, Carter, and Chance. Look, they were all trying. It wasn't very good. Pop rocks 1, 2, 3. That's all I gotta say about that. Well, I mean, I hate to say, Katana Chance, former Casey Catanzaro, I don't think she's ever going to be anything meaningful. She weighs literally like 80 pounds and doesn't look like any of her offense would goddamn hurt, and she sounds like a fucking cartoon mouse. I can't take her seriously. Carter seems to be trying. There was some effort here, but it just wasn't very good. And then backstage with the Creeds and Ivy Nile, Joe Wayne Gacy and the Velvet Gaiden talk to them. That's what I'm calling the dyad, because the Velvet Gaiden is somehow less stupid. And Strong shows up. Stop having Roderick Strong cut promos, you fucking idiots. We're having a tag match later. And then Giovanni Vinci gets the runway entrance with selfies, and Vinny Vidi Vici. Then backstage with Toxic Attraction, JC is just a delight, and then Nikita shows up, and she wants Mandy, in the best and possibly worst way. And then Giovanni Vinci took on Ikemen Jiro. In what universe am I expected to want to watch anything involving Ikemen Jiro? And I'm sorry, the former Fabian Eichner look. This is like Sylvain Grenier as a male model, except worse, possibly, because you would have thought they would have learned from that deal. He hits some kind of power bomb later. 1, 2, 3. I don't like the Ikemen Jiro gimmick one goddamn bit. The jacket stuff is stupid. And apparently he wants in on the Great American Bash, I guess. And then the NXT UK recaps where Briggs and Jensen win the NXT UK tag titles. Hands up if you forgot the NXT UK even fucking exists. And that's sad, because there are some talents there. I've seen the occasional match, and then I always forget to check it out every single week. Probably because I don't feel like really checking it out, even though, again, there are some good talents. It's just taking place in a fucking vacuum. It doesn't mean anything. Backstage with Hayes and Tricky Ticky Williams. Hustle, loyalty, and disrespect. Hayes versus Cena? Sign me the fuck up. I'd be happy to see that before Cena hangs up his boots, or his sneakers, his jorts, whatever it is. Then Waller shows up with a bunch of stuff for Hayes to sign, and one turns out to be a contract for a title shot. God, Grayson Waller in that loud of a shirt, how could you not trust him? So then Briggs and Jensen come out. Fallon Henley, my goodness. A crow about being the champions. Pretty Deadly Glory show up, and this was stagey and excruciating, and I don't know why I'm supposed to take any of this seriously. And then video package on the youngest Steiner. Well, the youngest Steiner in the ring, that is. Do not fuck this up with him. Please do not. He is really good. And he's only been wrestling for like a year and a half. Indy makes her entrance. We go to break, and then Carter and Chance are yelling at Tatum Paxley and various others because they want their opportunity. They are tired. They know they're better than everybody. And when they were standing up, it looked like they were sitting down because they're so fucking goddamn short. You know what I mean? Seriously, they could walk under closed doors. They're that goddamn short. Then Indy Hartwell took on Kiana James. I have seen this movie before. Indy can work. You know, you can tell from her indie experience, she actually does know how to work. Kiana James possibly can work. She's going to need to get better. I will say she scissors other women well. This is not going to get me a lot of good attention, I have a feeling. I'm not trying to take the piss out of any of the efforts because the effort is there, but there are some people there who are not ready for TV. At one point, after missing a top rope elbow, Indy gets run to the corner, and then Kiana James gets her feet on the ropes with a roll-up 1, 2, 3. Okay, she gets the victory. The heel cheats. That's fine. That sort of makes sense. And then Tony D'Angelo and whoever the other guy is apparently have killed off that Donovan guy. Was it Two Dimes? Whoever? The one that got released. They threw his body into over the bridge, or off the bridge and into the river, and threw his watch away, and then Escobar calls and mocks Tony D'Angelo for not winning the North American Championship, and then he throws his phone into the river. Tony D apparently either has a whole lot of money or he's a fucking idiot when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I'm talking from a character presentation. Diamond Mine make their entrance. We go to break. Wes Lee has a pre-tape. He will show Tricky Ticky Williams his inner strength, and he will find his inner peace by beating the shit out of Tricky Ticky. Okay, I mean, there are worse ways to find your inner peace. I like that they're featuring Wes Lee. That's good. I like Wes Lee. Diamond Mine, consisting of Strong and the Creed Brothers, took on Joe Wayne Gacy and Velvet Guiden. Somebody has said who the people under the Velvet Guiden hoods were. I don't remember who. I don't remember who. I apologize. They had mentioned two names. And I don't even recall that. If their if their ID is that goddamn obvious, I don't know what the fuck we're goddamn doing here. I don't know. Why? Why are two guys wrestling in pajamas? Remember when Joe Wayne Gacy wanted to take the Cruiserweight Championship away from Roderick Strong because weight classes were considered not inclusive? Remember that shit? I think it was back in December. That seems so fucking long ago. This was given a lot of time and shouldn't have happened. I don't know, again, why guys are wrestling in velvet pajamas and trying to be taken seriously. And there was a miscommunication because apparently Diamond Mine continues to fight. Julia's showing up insane, uncoachable strength at some point. And then we get a switcheroo and DDT. 1, 2, 3. And the Creeds don't do anything because they're like, well, Strong, you tagged yourself in and argued with us. What the fuck? And then Mackenzie talks to Tricky Ticky Williams and Hayes, and oh no, you signed a contract. What? Waller tricked us. Yeah, he did. So anyway, then an update on Elba Fire. Lash interrupts. Why do her lashes have lashes? And I seriously, that was a bit weird. She yelled a lot and said that she's on the shelf permanently. We will see her in 2 weeks, in other words. And then Zion, Quinn, and Sangha decide to battle, and we go to break. And then the Creeds are pissed and yelling at Strong again. It seems like forever that this has been going on. It's going to be a tag title match next week. Diamond Mine are going to explode. Maybe Ivy Nile will be the special guest referee. She would be more effective than some of the referees they have there in NXT 2.0. Not that the referees don't do a good job, just the booking makes them seem ineffective. Ivy would just choke out somebody and just be an aggressive referee. Ivy Nile has something. So anyway, Sangha took on Zion Quinn. That's a lot of facial hair and a lot of big men slapping into each other. Sanga's a face for some reason. Zion Quinn, they seem to have just totally given up on. Not that they really had a lot of faith in him to begin with. There was clubbing stuff, and even though Zion got the jump start, he fell to chokeslam 1, 2, 3. And then Sangha did the thing with his mustache and then put a woman on the railroad tracks and did the Snidely Whiplash deal. No, I kid. Sangha seems like he's really trying hard to be the break out and do some good stuff. I just think they need to tweak his character a little bit. Maybe just give him a little more ring time. Who knows? So a package on Grimes for next week, and then Wendy has a dream on a bed set with this fucking stupid music, and it was at this point that I was thinking, I want to know who booked this because they deserve to be slapped with a sack full of bricks until they stop moving because it's embarrassing for professional wrestling. They're going to have a match next week. Stratton Stone, Miss As If, and Wendy Chu. That is going to be a match that's actually going to be broadcast on national television for no fucking reason. And Tiffany can work. Maybe doesn't have the best eye or head for stuff as far as politics, but as far as anything she can do in the ring, she's fine. Wendy Chu, stupid gimmick. Terrible. Fucking abysmal. Embarrassing. Nikita Lyons then took on Mandy Rose, and the match ended in a DQ. Really all I gotta say about that. The thirst is real in this match, by the way. They are really bound and determined to give Nikita Lyons the win over Mandy Rose, and I don't know why. Nothing. And speaking of somebody that has their head in the clouds as far as politics, look, Nikita Lyons needs more time. She's just coming off the injury. She has a look. She certainly has a look. I'm not saying she won't get there. She was hitting some pretty stiff kicks, or some kicks that Mandy just tried to make stiff and was just selling really badly. Because Mandy was almost like trying to just work with a freaking love seat at this point. It was a little bit ridiculous. Now that being said, maybe the next match will be better, but this was easily like one of the worst Mandy Rose matches they've had since she, got this new persona and became champion, the Toxic Attraction stuff and whatever. But it was an angle match. And then Cora and Perez show up, and this was stupid. Solo Sikoa is talked to by Cruz and says, "You have something. You're magic in the ring." Zion Quinn then crows about all his great stuff when all he's done is lose. Constantly and forever, seemingly. And then they're going to have a match at some point, I guess. And then Jordan Devlin, the Easter Island shorty, is going to be coming to NXT for whatever reason. And the Bash card rundown. And then Wade was going to moderate Steiner and Grimes talking, but then they just cut promos on each other. Grimes brought up Steiner's dad. That pissed off Steiner. And he started to get him and choke him and was going to press slam him. And then he ran him into the rope, or ran him into the corner, and something was supposed to happen. That happened on the second attempt when the rope broke. And Steiner's got his arm hurt. I can't beat you at 100%, but I can beat you now. And that match is going to happen next week. Yeah, that's all I got to fucking say about that. Just god damn it. Maybe the Great American Bash will be good. I don't fucking know what we're doing here anymore. Look, there's some good stuff on NXT, but it just gets buried under a bunch of bad stuff. And this Wendy Chu gimmick is so fucking bad. But we here at Price is Right Wrestling would like to remind you to control the pet population. Have your pets, have your creative staff spayed and neutered, so these fuckers can't do anything more. But have your pets spayed or neutered. And goodbye, everybody.